There's a lot of immoral behavior, a lot of backstabbing, dirty dealing, but I sense also a lot of affection for the world of Wall Street. In this movie and the original movie, people in the film sort of mock each other as idealists, but are you an idealist? You see the potential for good, keep people employed, fund new innovation and enterprise?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
I mean, if I weren't an idealist, it'd be hard to keep doing this business. I mean, it'd be doing it only for money. I mean, I keep believing in people. If you look at my W or World Trade Center, even in W, they gave me a lot of grief because they said I was too empathetic to Bush. But the whole point is that he was who he was, and you accept people more when you get older the way they are. And frankly, these guys on Wall Street, I understand what's in there. I walk with them in their shoes. I feel what they're going through. But on the other hand, I do feel that it's excessive and corrupt. So, when you make a drama, you're not a documentary. You go into it. You believe in that world, and you walk out down that path, and you reflect it. You're in it. That's all you can do for your audience. Give them a piece of the action. Give them a sense of what it's like. Get out.
But these characters, Gekko, his daughter, character Shia LaBeouf plays.
Yeah.
They play each other like the market, don't they? They're basing each other's moves on information.
Well, I think you raise a good question because obviously their motivations are ambivalent. Because in this case, there's the daughter of Gordon Gekko is involved. Shia has great affection for her, but he finds himself, as you be the judge, behaving more like Gekko at times with her, managing her, manipulating her for his purposes. And almost not being aware of it. Whereas Gekko, also, you're never quite sure of his motivation because it's ambivalent. He wants to get back in the game, and he is. I don't want to give it away.
No, but
he's pissed off.
Been in jail.
He's pissed off, and she betrayed him, is the way he sees it. She betrayed him, and she did. You can argue her motivation for doing it or not, but from his point of view, he came out of jail. She wasn't there. He's got the right to the money he takes back.
He strikes me as sort of like a clean drunk who knows he wants that sip, but he knows what the consequences of that.
Oh yeah.
He wants back in, but he knows.
But he also, you realize how sweet it is. He realizes what he misses. I think Michael's performance is nuanced that way. That he's very good at it. But you sense when Michael Douglas, a man who suffered, you sense 23 years later, he's been through life. His eyes, the lines in his face. He looks more and more like his dad. It's funny, but his performance reflects an ambivalent nature. We never are sure who Gekko is.
The name Gekko always suggests kind of a lizard-like nature.
Yeah.
And in this, it seems like the lizard is almost trying to evolve into a human being.
You be the judge, yeah.
I mean, it's a question mark of whether he is or not.
Well, I think he is, yeah. I do think so. I think that's... I mean, I do believe what he says, but some people may not. I mean, it's an interesting ending.
But your dad was a broker, right? Did he shape your view of what Wall Street should be, or what it?
Definitely.
What it could be?
Yeah, he was an ethical man, honest man, much to his detriment. In the end, he didn't die leaving much money. In fact, he died pretty even. But he was out of debt. I didn't get his debts, but I loved him. And he was an old-fashioned stock trader, but at the same time he was an economist who wrote he was an intellectual who wrote economic monthly letters that were very popular. He was more like the Hal Holbrook, Martin Sheen, but in the old film, not this group. This group you wouldn't recognize. This is another generation, computer advanced, very bright. These kids are very bright, I have to say. There's nobody. I think you burn out faster on this Wall Street. It's insane. They're dealing with huge amounts of volume, huge amounts of money, and they're burning themselves up very fast.